this is me, Caitlin Skittles, and today I'm gonna be reacting to Jaclyn. She's one of my favorite YouTubers, honestly. She's really amazing. You should check out her channel. Her name is Jaclyn. You could search her up right now. She makes tons of videos. I mean, they're amazing. I watch them all the time, so you should too. Thank you. So today I'm going to be reacting to Jaclyn's video called Why I Stopped Taking My Antidepressants. So this should be interesting because I really care about her. So let's see what it's about.
So this is a video that, I'm not going to lie, I've sat down a couple of times to try to film and have failed. It's so messed up with anxiety because whenever it comes to talking about anxiety, you have anxiety and it makes it more difficult to talk about it. The last time
I understand that completely. I have anxiety too, and whenever I start talking about it, I tend to get all shaky and stuff, and I tend to get all fidgety, antsy, and I tend to just change the conversation because I don't like talking about it. So that's understandable.
When I attempted to make this video, I actually got kind of emotional, and that's not the vibe I wanted to have in this video because I want it to be more uplifting. There's enough stress going on with everything right now that I don't want to add to that or make it worse for anyone or myself. And like I said, I want this to be a positive and uplifting video on how you can cope with anxiety or depression. And these are things that I've talked about a couple of times before.
That's true, you can. That's very true what she's saying. You can cope with depression and anxiety by you can cope with it by doing other things. You don't have to just rely on medication, okay? There's other things like, I don't know, yoga, Zumba, eating ice cream. Just do what makes you happy. Do what you like. Be with the best person you know. Be with your best friend. Be with your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. I mean, there's other ways to cope that's not just taking antidepressants. So she's right.
Or on my channel, but this is kind of different for me because I've been changing a lot of things in my life. I've been trying new ways to cope with anxiety, some of which have been awesome and some of which have failed miserably. And oh God, I have so many things that are making me nervous to film this because I don't know how people are going to react to what I have to say. I don't know if people are going to be more critical of me.
You shouldn't be critical of her. You really shouldn't be critical and mean to Jaclyn for this. I mean, it's her choice to stop taking antidepressants, and if you don't like that she stopped taking antidepressants to try other methods to help with her depression, then you can just click off of her video then.
Whatever, we'll see what happens. First of all, I want to send a shout out to BetterHelp. They're an online therapy service that I've been using, and they actually agreed to sponsor me, which is awesome because I enjoy using their...
Oh, I went to BetterHelp too. It's an online thing that you go to and you click like, do you want a young psychologist or a therapist or an old therapist, or do you want whatever therapist, like someone that fits your same beliefs and your same interests so that you'll find stuff in common better also. So that's a good program she's using.
Product, and I actually think it'll be really good for a lot of people because for me, like I said at the beginning of this video, I have a difficult time talking about my anxiety. I have anxiety about going to a therapist, and it's something that I've tried before, and it's been...
I understand. I have anxiety about going to a therapist or a psychologist too. Like whenever I go to my psychologist, I tend to get shaky and stuff, and I tend to be like, oh no, like what am I gonna say? What am I going to do? Like how is she gonna react if I say this? Is she gonna tell anyone? Is she gonna send me to the hospital? Like a million things go through your mind while you're in that small room with your therapist or psychologist or whatever, okay? So like I understand that completely. I have the same issue.
Discouraging experience for me. I'm not trying to say that you shouldn't go to therapy or have a therapist if that's something that works for you. It's just I've gone before and I haven't like connected with my therapist, and I've switched to a new one and I've struggled, and the act of going made me nervous. So then I would walk into the doctor's office and just be uptight and not like in the most comfortable environment.
Same.
So with BetterHelp, they're online and you can just sit in the comfort of your own home. A lot of people I know also are anxious about driving. So the act of getting in your car and going somewhere can be upsetting. So this is another way to cope with that. I'm going to get more into what they're all about later in this video. If you want to see what they're all about, you can use the link at the top of my description, tryonlinetherapy.com/Jaclyn. Let me know what you think. For me, the first thing I did, which people may or may not agree with being the correct move, and this is where I'm starting to get nervous talking about this. The first thing I did was I went to my primary care physician. She prescribed Lexapro. People have mixed feelings about taking medication, about taking antidepressants. I tried them like many years ago and had a good experience, so I was open to trying this again, thinking that it would be another good experience. And I was put on 10 milligrams of Lexapro, and I took it for about 6 months. I had really bad side effects. So now we're embarking on reason number one why I'm really scared to talk about this. I do not want to discourage anyone from taking meds. I'm not trying to say that they don't work for some people. Everyone's body reacts differently to different drugs, so definitely talk to your doctor and pick.
That's very understanding. Like, whenever I give my opinion or say something, I don't want to discourage someone, or I don't want to influence someone in the wrong way. Like, oh, since she's not doing that, maybe I shouldn't do that. Or maybe because she's doing this, maybe I shouldn't do this. Should do this. I don't want to influence people in the wrong way. So that's very understanding. I feel the same way when I make videos like this.
Figure out what's best. This was just my experience. Okay, I did not have a good experience. It worked at first. It worked for the first maybe 3 or 4 months. I noticed I didn't have any panic attacks during that time, which was amazing because it was kind of, oh man, it was getting really bad there for me for a while. And month 5, I noticed that the effect of the drug was kind of wearing off. I started getting panic attacks again, and I noticed that things that normally would excite me and make me happy weren't really doing that as much. I just felt kind of like I was becoming numb to the world. And now we enter into the other thing, which I am incredibly uncomfortable talking about. I also noticed on this drug that I was gaining weight. A lot of weight very quickly. It didn't happen at all during the first 4 months. And then the next 2 months taking it, I shot up in just 2 months, 25 pounds. I know already, and this is, oh God, I hate this so much. I know what people are going to say in the comments. They're going to be like, well, you were too thin to begin with. You needed to eat a sandwich. You said you wanted to gain a little bit of weight anyway. Why is someone that looks like you complaining about gaining weight? You know, you have no reason to complain, yada, yada. I didn't fit into my pants anymore. I felt uncomfortable. I felt like I didn't look like myself. And although I did want to gain maybe 5 or 10 pounds, 25 in 2 months was insane. A lot of people didn't notice, but a lot of people did.
I understand, like, she has the same issue I have. Like, I am afraid of gaining weight also. That's why I hardly eat. And not just that, but like, I eat, but I eat certain foods. I'm very picky about what I eat, or like how many calories is in that, or like what's the fiber in that. Like, I'm very picky with my food. Like, I'm vegan, so I only eat vegan food, but I eat certain vegan foods. Makes sense? So I understand where she's getting that. I have that same issue too.
I posted this photo on Instagram, and I look fine. I don't think it.
She looks good. She looks very good.
It's like a bad photo, but I noticed a few comments, and I was so uncomfortable by the comments. You know, people were congratulating me. They were nice. They were like, "Oh, great! You're getting a little thicker. You look great." I just deleted a lot of them, and then I stopped. And I just put my phone away. I found one. And this really bothers me because a lot of people were saying very similar things. I'm not a constant follower, but I've noticed since you and Richie broke up that you've put on a little weight. And honestly, you look so healthy and vibrant. You may not read this or reply, but I wanted to just tell you that I'm glad you're happy, and I think I speak for everyone else who sees your posts. You are glowing. See, it's a compliment. It's a nice thing, but a lot of people were attributing it to the fact that part of the issue I had in my previous relationship was that I wasn't thick enough. which I don't know why you would fucking date someone that you weren't, you know, happy with originally, but whatever. That was a thing. And so people were starting to think that, oh, you know, like when you break up with someone, you try to look even better to make them wish that, you know, they were still with you or something like that. And they thought, a lot of people thought I was trying to gain weight to do that, which is ridiculous. And it was really insulting, I thought, which gave me even more anxiety, which made me even more depressed. It's great until you realize it's directly because he talked about...
Yeah, you people need to be careful what you say, because if you say something and someone takes offense to it, then that's on you. You shouldn't say anything offensive to anyone. That's kind of awful that you would tell her that she's just trying to look good for her ex, okay? Because she's not trying to look good for her ex. She just looks that way because of those pills she's taking.
About how much hotter the other girl was for putting on weight. I was getting a lot of comments like that. I didn't change my diet, my appetite didn't really go up or down while taking Lexapro, but I do think my metabolism changed to the point where I was gaining a lot of weight really fast all of a sudden, and that freaked me out. And I was unhappy. I did not like the way that I looked, and right now, if people are gonna be like, oh, you look fine now, or if you look at my current photos, I lost that. I stopped taking Lexapro back in March, and the weight started falling off in about a month or two. And I also picked up exercising because I weaned myself off the drug. I was only on 10 milligrams, but I stopped taking it slowly and decided to try other ways of reducing my stress, also ways that would help me feel healthier. So I decided, you know, I'm not gonna... A lot of people immediately turn to eating less or dieting or trying to change their caloric intake or something like that, and I didn't want to do that. I feel like I already eat pretty healthy, and I didn't really need to change the amount or, you know, types of food that I ate. But I did acknowledge the fact that I never exercise, I never work out, which is not great. And also, if you do that, you tend to de-stress. It's a great way to relax yourself. So I picked up running, and I've been running for the last couple of months, and I have been really proud of myself because I've been doing it almost every single day for the last 2.5 months. So I have been sticking to that, and I have lost 20 of the 25 pounds. So that's why I don't look different, because I wasn't really posting many photos during that time, and the few that you can kind of tell, you know, obviously I'm not going to post the ones that I thought looked bad, but the few where you can kind of tell, people were like, I'm so proud of you, you know, or attributing it to, oh, you're just trying to make your ex feel like shit, you know. All of this was out of my control, and these comments were not helping my mental state. I went back to my doctor, and I told her how the drug was affecting me, and how I didn't like the way it made me feel, how it wasn't even really effective anymore, and how it was making me gain weight. The solution to me saying, I don't like the way this drug is affecting me, was to double the dose. She was like, okay, well right now you're only on 10 milligrams, we're gonna just go ahead and up that to 20. Oh, you guys know what happened. I already said that I stopped taking it, but I was a little annoyed at that because I had just sat there and explained how uncomfortable it was making me and all these negative side effects, and
well, obviously that doctor doesn't know anything, because if you tell a doctor, hey, I don't like this medication because this medication makes me feel uncomfortable in a certain way, then that doctor should change the medication or make you stop taking medication, not give you more of that. So I agree with Jaclyn Glenn on that. That doctor is not helping her at all.
You know, solution was take more of it. Take more of that thing that is making you feel like shit. So
exactly.
I went to a new doctor that agreed that taking it was maybe not the best option for me. She gave me a very low dose and a very small amount of Xanax. Klonopin is another barbiturate that people can get prescribed for panic attacks and things like that, but it's a longer lasting drug and you kind of just take it every day. And I told her I don't really want to be reliant on a medication. I don't want to take something every day. Xanax I know is dangerous because it can be very addictive to people. I'm not the kind of person that has an addictive personality, so I'm not worried about it. I've had the prescription now for like a month, and I've taken 3. But I know that there's more to it than that. There's more in my life that I need to, you know, this is like a Band-Aid. This helps prevent a serious panic attack once it started, but I want to get to the point in my life where I don't feel those feelings to begin with, and I think the only way to do that is behavioral therapy, which brings me back to BetterHelp, which I've been using, and so far I've had a really good experience. You can choose if you want a male or a female doctor, if you want somebody who's religious or non-religious. I chose female just because I feel like they'd be able to identify with my particular set of problems better, and also non-religious because I've had before therapists try to like make me feel better by saying, you know, love God, or God's watching you, or there's a greater meaning or greater purpose and you'll find it. And just those types of things do not make me feel better because I don't, think that. I don't think that way at all. It also helps you match with the right person by, asking if depression is more of a problem or anxiety or both. And for those of you who are wondering, yes, they are licensed, fully trained, accredited counselors. They are LGBTQ plus friendly. You can use it for just yourself, or it can be a couples therapy if you'd like. It's definitely cheaper than going to a counselor in person, and also if you use it, I think for 3 months, it gets even cheaper after that too, so that's pretty sweet. So if it's something you want to try and you want to see if it helps you like it's helping me, go to tryonlinetherapy.com/Jaclyn and let me know what you guys think. I know this is a strange video. It's a little bit different than things I normally talk about.
It's good that she's opening up to the internet about this. I'm glad that she's opening up more and telling like what makes her feel uncomfortable more. That's really amazing, and I'm proud of her for that. Good job, Jaclyn Glenn. I'm proud of you.
I have mentioned before that I have anxiety and that I've gone through, a lot in my life, but it is still something that makes me uncomfortable to talk about to this degree because I feel like I've opened myself up to so many different things that people can judge me for, criticize me for, and I know me mentioning the weight thing is going to trigger people. I'm just ready. I'm ready for people to hate me for that. My doctor did mention that there are other types of antidepressants that I might consider in the future that don't cause weight gain. I think Wellbutrin is one, Luvox is one. So there are other options, and we'll see how I fare with therapy and just doing what I'm doing and exercise and keep doing my thing. And if I need to go on that at some point, I will update you and let you know if I have negative side effects or my experience with that. If you guys are taking any kind of medication or doing any kind of therapy, or even any alternative things like exercise or yoga or meditation, if you're doing any of those things and they're helpful to you, please leave a comment below and let me know what you're doing to help yourself, because I think this will be a great way for everyone to kind of communicate and help each other out. I get quite a few comments on my videos, but I think this is going to be one in particular that I want to go through and read all of the comments because I need help too. And I think it's important to talk about. I think mental health, I think we're getting better, but I do think it's still really stigmatized, and I think people don't understand. Whenever I say that I have panic attacks, people think that I just get stressed sometimes, and they don't know how severe they can be.
That's true. There's a lot of people out there that don't understand mental illness, phony. Sorry, I can't talk. I just went for like a big shift at work. Now I'm all tired and stuff. I'm still making this video though, because I'm very proud of Jaclyn Glenn for making the decision she made. And also I understand that some people don't understand mental illness well, or like some people have the wrong idea of mental illness, which is why we need to start talking about it more, start bringing it up more in the media. So she's doing a good job making this video.
And how scary they can be. Or if you say that you have depression, people are like, aw, don't be sad, or cheer up, as though, oh gee, I wish I had thought of that before. Don't be stressed. It's like, well, thanks. I know people are saying that with their best intentions, but when you really struggle with something that you feel is slightly out of your control, and someone says, just don't be that thing, it's really sad. It's really discouraging. I don't know. I hear things like that all the time, and it is so frustrating to me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section below. I am very interested to see what people have to say, what things you've done to try to get through difficulties in your life, and all the encouraging things we're going to say to each other, right? In the comments. Everyone's going to be nice. And if you want, check out the link in the top of my description, tryonlinetherapy.com/Jaclyn. Let me know if it works for you, and I will see you.
Anyway, I'm very proud of Jaclyn Glenn for making the decision that she made. She is a good person. She's a very wise person. She has a big heart. You should really check her out on YouTube. She's my favorite YouTuber of all time. Well, my other favorite YouTuber is Matthew Lush. Matthew Lush and Mac Does It. Those three are amazing. Matthew Lush, Jaclyn, Glenn, and Mac Does It are these three amazing YouTubers. They're just awesome. So check them out, okay? This is Caitlyn's Kiddos. Bye.